Hey, this is Sky, and you are now listening to Look Up, I'm Here. This is episode 2, obviously season 2, and we're calling this the realization. It's Sky, myself, after the startup. You know, I'm talking all of this shit about me, gotta start. But then I didn't realize that I woke up from this bad dream. Right? I realized, and this is why I call this the realization, because half the times we go through these traumas, we go through these emotions, we go through these psychological disconnects, not realizing that, you know, pushing ourselves to focus, but what are we focusing on? You know what I mean? Like, I was really paying attention and focusing on what people and what society and what others thought that I should be focusing on. Oh, you know, you just left him, so now you got to do this for yourself, or you need to pat yourself in the back, or you need to just stand up and walk through this forest. But how the fuck am I going to walk through this? How am I going to get through this? How I'm going to, you know, pass what was my baggage, right? And so, like, how do you take off this book bag, right? How do you pick up and just pretend, you know what I'm trying to say, like this never happened? So I did what I knew best from all the episodes that I was talking about. I knew how to disconnect. I knew how to disconnect from the past. I knew how to pretend that, you know, whatever I experienced happened, didn't happen. I smiled, I laughed, I overcompensated what I didn't know. That shit drained the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, because many who knew me then that know me now will be like, oh, you was perfectly fine. You looked like everything was going good, that you had a good head on your shoulders and you know what you was doing. No, I fucking did not know what the fuck I was doing. I was just living day by day, pretending and smiling, disconnecting from people, didn't know how to open up, didn't know how to be vulnerable, afraid, worried, guarded, jaded, because I felt like everybody out there was about to get me, and it was about to get me for whatever I had. Money, passion, drive. It emotionally and psychologically fucked me up to the point where I had to get myself busy. I neglected myself, and, you know, saying I wanted to be a better person, and I needed to be a better mom, and I needed to be a better daughter, and I needed to be a better sister. I added more pressures to myself than I didn't need to. You know, if I had known then that it was okay for me to stay home and to be depressed and cry out what I've been through, you know what I'm trying to say? And I'm not sitting here saying, oh, what I've been through, or I'm victimized. Nah, motherfucker, I wasn't motherfucking victimized. I was in a situation that I did not know how to get out, because my entire life revolved around fucking chaos. And unlike others, chaos is not easy to shake off. You know what I mean? It gravitates to you. It becomes a part of you. It becomes part of your life. You know, it's to the point where you're so consumed in it that you don't even realize that you're in chaos. And when I say chaos, it's chaos with mental abuse, physical abuse, financial abuse. It's just all of it bottled up together. Then you end up fucking lying to yourself. Then you lying to people that are standing in front of you because you're suffering in motherfucking silence. So my realization then was, why do I feel like this? Why do I feel like shit? Why do I feel like I'm nobody? Why do I feel like I need this chaos to feel alive and not feel judged or not seen or you know, in a light where, oh, you should have never did this, or you should have never that. Like, you know what? The realization, like, you just sit back and you just be like, yo, I was so fucking tired of pretending. And, you know, you pretend. You fucking pretend like everything is fine because you have this little girl looking at you. You have your parents now like, yeah, now what are you going to do with your life? You got colleagues and friends are looking at you like, oh, yeah, so you ain't got rid of that, so what are you about to do? Like, motherfucker, no, I don't know what the fuck I was going to do. I was winging it every motherfucking day. And at that time, I was realizing that I didn't like who I was looking at the mirror. You know what I mean? So for me to sit here and tell you guys that the startup, I sounded hype and I sounded amped, that was me telling me then, now, that I had to start all over. I had no choice to start all over because the decisions that I've made then affected me now. The decisions that I made then to get me where I need to be at now had to be done. I had no choice, like no goddamn choice to get it done. So when I say no choice, I was in an apartment by myself with a little girl. I was enrolled in college and I had no support at that time. So I had to drag my kid to school with me every single day. I had a full-time job that I had to now refocus and understand how to do my job because I wasn't going home to no goddamn abuse and no drama. And then at the same time, I had to like hide from friends and family because I was so embarrassed. And then I had to reinvent myself. I had to figure out, you know what, is a new me. So let me realize my fuck up, clean it up, throw it out, and pretend that I'm somebody new and somebody else. So all of this shit was just like a juggle. Every day I'm trying to juggle. It got to the point where I did not know what to do next. And it's just one of those things that I can't sit here and tell you or preach to you or explain to you. But all I can say is that your past can drag you down. And for me to reiterate what I felt and what I seen and how I got myself where I needed to is because I had a realization that I'm gonna get older and this shit is temporary. The same thing that the last 11 years was all temporary. Because now guess what? I'm starting all over. And the one thing that I had that I didn't really take for granted, that I actually took for granted, because I didn't really not take it for granted. I took myself for granted. I did not believe in myself. And then I realized as these challenges now, these challenges that were there, but because I was so blinded with the bullshit and the chaos, that these challenges now got harder. And so it wasn't nobody there to pat me on my back. I only had myself.